Morning. We're here to clean 3 Sparky's Paganis.
Oh, right on.
What's up, everybody? Andrew Steele here. I got a text really early this morning that there was going to be a few cars here at an undisclosed location. So I jumped on this opportunity to ride along with some of the best detailers in the business who are currently detailing 3 Paganis. I'm going to go incognito right now just to get you guys this best content. I'm going to have the honor of putting on a distinct detail uniform here. Huge thank you to Scott for letting me wear this shirt right now. It's kind of top secret stuff here, but
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, just think about how many millions of dollars are actually sitting in this parking lot, especially when you see a Senna right there and there's another Senna. Every Senna is about, they start at right about 1.2 million, and the higher optioned out Sennas especially can get into the middle of 2.5. I heard some that were spec'd out to about 3 million. So I mean,
that Bugatti's what, about 10 or 15 million?
Yeah, the one at our,
Yeah.
our place, yeah.
Good morning, Scott. You got anything for the YouTubers this morning here? What's going on?
We are going to be cleaning a lot of Paganis.
Scott, I can't find the Civic we're here for.
So what kind of stuff do you have to do to prepare for washing these? This is decades of preparation, isn't it?
Yeah, this is definitely, I mean, you're dealing with such fine materials, everything from magnesium, titaniums, raw carbon fibers. I mean, you really need to know as far as what you're really doing, or you can really do more damage than good. So that's where a company like us sets ourselves apart from a lot of other individuals, because of the fact of we have experience in dealing with a lot of raw materials, raw and rare materials. So that's why we were asked or requested as far as to come in and take on this project. So
yeah, and it's only about 6 a.m. yet, so we haven't had our coffee yet. Scott's been working around the clock here. This is just a Super Bowl week for Scott here.
Centenario, I think they only made 3 of those, 3 or 4 of those.
Wow.
Go check out the back. It's pretty amazing.
Wow. Have you ever detailed one of these before, buddy?
Yes, I have.
So what's your favorite car so far this week that you've detailed so far?
That's a very difficult question. Depends on which car is actually cooperating with me. I think that's probably how I'll answer that question. If it's actually cooperating and what I'm trying to do is actually working, that's my favorite car. So
But usually, we all know that's usually never the case.
No, we had a couple of minor setbacks yesterday, and I mean, it was to a point where the wind was just blowing like crazy, and it was picking up little fine particles of dust. And so we had just finished polishing out the car, and we were refusing to wipe down the car because we didn't want to induce as far as any kind of scratching to the car. So when it came to prep the car and ready for waxing it, we turned around and basically had to rewash the car again to do it. But in the meantime, whenever you're basically starting to wipe, I mean, we used about 5 or 6 towels just for the half of the hood, to basically wipe away as far as the dust and the moisture and our lubricants and washes that we were using to help whisk the dirt away so it wouldn't induce any scratching. Well, it's pretty bad whenever you're wiping and you look at your towel and it's brown, and all you see is little shiny things as far as in it, which was the sand that was flying through the air at the time. So that was very, very difficult. Even though that this is termed as a waterless wash method, we're using so much, you can literally see it running off of the car.
Yeah, we might as well be
washing. I mean, look how dirty it is. You can see the dirt as far as right there. So basically we're just coming in here
and literally washing all of that away in those areas.
Yeah.
Right here, so just like this. Literally just pushing all of this stuff right off. Get the rest of this wet.
What's going on here, buddy?
This is a very, very cool MSO. So basically what they did is they did a carbon fiber, but then they turned around. I wonder if they put in an iridescent clear coat over the top of the carbon fiber, giving it that rainbow look. McLaren Senna.
McLaren Senna.
Super, it's actually very unique. I mean, he has the gold heat shielding as far as down there. You can see the gold down there. That's to help dissipate the heat. And then his interior is pretty wild. I've never seen a Senna with a plaid type interior. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, plaid interior, like a plaid purple. It's really hard to see. This window's kind of fogged up right now, but
my travel bags. Let the madness begin.
what's the deal with that? Is that the E110 Bugatti? What's the
yeah, that's the EB110.
I'm sorry, EB110 Bugatti.
Correct. Yeah, they can't remember how many they actually made of those. It's not very many. I want to say it's right around 100. And that was actually Bugatti's entry back into the playing field, basically since the 50s, 60s. It was basically that was basically the re-entry. So
very cool. I didn't know that.
yes.
Do you know what year this car is?
95.
95 Bugatti EB110.
One of our clients has one as well.
I think there's a rumor about who these cars are owned by.
These?
Scott, are these owned by who I think they're owned by?
Yeah, he's a very famous Instagrammer. So if you're on the gram, this guy is all over social media when it comes to him basically using his cars. That's the great thing about him, is that he actually does use his cars. He doesn't just put them away. He actually goes out, shows people as far as the cars, and he has 3 cars here literally this week. So it's him and his son, and I don't know as far as the other person that is driving it, but as far as the other one. But yeah, they have fun. They literally just come here, enjoy Car Week, and use their cars. So.
And some of you may know of him as the King. I don't know if we're gonna have to edit that out. Can we disclose that? Is that too much information?
I think it's safe because one of the plates over there have it on there, and
the King.
Besides, it has the crowns here on the back of the wing.
You guys know who I'm talking about.
Right now, what we're doing is just pre-treating the car, making sure that everything that this actually has a chance as far as to start working in the first place. So, even though the car is basically already damp as it is, but there is no other kind of agents as far as on it besides dew. So that's why we're gonna go ahead and treat the car, remove foreign objects like this. So
yeah, and the dew, actually dirt sticks to the dew. The special solution that Scott is using, and it actually has special cleaning solutions that help lift the dirt up. So yeah, it's right there.
Kingstagram.
we know whose car this is. There's no question about it. So yeah, so this solution, he's spraying the car down right now, and that's helping lift any dirt and debris from the clear coat so that it can be more easily removed.
Who loves you? I'll go low. How's that?
Hand model. I'm trying to think of what movie that was from.
Zoolander.
Zoolander, yeah.
I keep it in the hyperbaric chamber at night. Stops the aging.
using the extremely high GSM towels, and these cars don't ever really get dirty either. They pretty much stay clean most of the time.
No, these things get used.
Nice.
So, I mean, you could probably, after we're done, you could probably see a little bit of damage as far as to the front of the, probably the front of these cars from doing, you know, higher runs, or, you know, there's probably all kinds of rock chips, even though, I mean, it has a full body clear bra as far as on the car to begin with. Last year was my first year cleaning as far as cars with him, so.
He's out of Connecticut, right?
Correct.
Yeah, Stradman had a video about his house.
Yeah, it's pretty
Man.
crazy.
So these 3 are his?
No, this one and the 2 up in the front, the yellow and the black and white.
Nice. We are out here bright and early before it's really going, before anybody's out here. And this is just a privilege. We're behind a guard gated area, and it's just a privilege to be out here and see all of these cars right now. We're gonna get Scott knows how to delegate. Smart man. So Scott,
we actually get custom people as far as that actually fit the jobs.
And having the small hands.
It's gotta get clean.
It's gotta get clean.
Gotta get clean. I mean, you gotta think about it. This car, I believe, is going to Exotics on Seaside. Yeah, I think it's going to Exotics on Seaside today. So there's a ton of people that are gonna be there. I mean, the streets are gonna be lined with car tubers and car spotters and everything else. So it's good. You got to make sure that you make their pictures look as far as perfect as you can. So.
but we get you guys the pictures ahead of time while it's going down.
Yes, there's nobody else here that's allowed into this vicinity. So.
Oh, that's sweet, dude. I greatly appreciate all of you that are watching these vlogs and watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe.